Hey guys, Mike here from Rust Brothers this morning. We've got our buddy Chris Fryer from Super Clean Blasting. He's going to come. My blaster's way at the back. It's unavailable. We can't get the frame to it. Maybe in a couple months we can, but we can't wait. So we've got this 70 Buick convertible frame. It's in really good shape. Came out of the 70 Buick, but it's the same basic frame, 68 to 72 GMA bodies. So Chris is going to sandblast this for us. We've got the front rad support and hood latch mechanism for the 70 Chevelle rag here. He's going to get that all cleaned up for it. We're going to do a time lapse so you can see the difference between rusty and clean. And hopefully by the time he has it blasted, I should be back and we're going to put it in the booth and we're going to paint it. So hopefully by the end of the day, it's all painted and ready to go under the convertible, minus the suspension. We're still weighing our options on suspension. Anyway, that's the update. Stay tuned. It's going to be cool. Hey, Blair, what's shaking? I'm going to go and get that paint. Hopefully, time I'm back, Chris should be just about blasted. Okay, what's happening on the Chevelle? Ooh, it's up in the air. Oh, you're rebuilding.
Okay, so I've got that done.
Yep.
Now I have to do this corner in the front of the quarter.
Okay.
And that takes a little while because there's several different angles. You can't even see it. It's down in the,
Yep.
right in here on the inside. See the big hole? I've got to make up a piece to fill that over here.
And then this side is done,
yes.
right? So then that's basically,
And the other side's not as bad.
yep.
What I am considering on this other side is because the inner needs some work.
Yep.
So normally I would take it off in one piece, but I think I'm just going to cut out a section.
Just so you
So I
can,
can fix the inner,
Yeah.
and I've still got point A and
point
point
B,
B.
yeah,
So
so nothing shifts on us.
Right,
Okay,
and then I might do that in a couple spots, and then once the inner's done, I'll whack the whole freaking thing off, and then I can fix this little spot on the trunk floor with those.
and by that time, we should have our frame all painted and,
Yeah, are
Yes.
you spraying or me?
I'm gonna, the frame I'm gonna paint,
Yeah.
because nobody can see it.
Gotta be shiny.
It'll be shiny.
Right on.
So anyway, so I'll go grab the paint. Chris will be a couple, 3 hours, so I'll figure the time I'm back.
Is there anything else you need blasted that you can think of over here? Like we got the hood done, is there inner doors or?
Nothing, I don't think so.
We
I
can
was,
do that.
well, I grabbed the whole front, the front end clip,
Well,
right?
I mean, we can do an inner door.
Yeah.
I just thought if there was, you got the rat support.
Rad support's out there, right? Hood latch mechanism, trunk's already, hood's done.
No other trinkets or
No.
wonderful collectibles? Like,
No, because I mean, basically, we're just gonna hit this with a scritchy pad. I mean,
yeah.
now we're,
Solid, it's really
right?
clean.
And we really don't want to fill it up with sand
No.
and find it at the worst possible moment, like last time.
Suggestion. Yes.
Yes.
I know. It's a freaking ugly piece, I know, but the other side I'm going to do differently. If it was on a hoist, this would be easy. I'd have it up in the air, I'd stand up like a normal human being.
Not have back problems.
Yeah. And I could get my head in here easily. It would be so much nicer. But I also wish I had a pony, and that's not gonna happen either. Yeah, I know, Bailey, you're gonna laugh. But, okay, so just about there. Just a little more. I wonder if I could order one of these. Okay. So, it's gonna take me as long to do this inner. I could probably do half an outer full quarter in the time this is gonna take. Oh, that fits nice. Okay. I think. Oh, just why like that? Okay. Yep. And let that dry for a minute. So this is the nasty piece. So I'll put this in, and then I gotta make a little piece that goes here, and that'll finish off the bottom corner. And then I have a little 1.5 inch piece on the inner wheelhouse. So yeah, another hour and a half, I'll have this side beat. As long as I get it done before Mike gets back going, what the hell are you doing? So let that dry and I can get my welder turned on, ready to go. Man. Okay.
So is like that part of like, isn't this like a brand new back panel?
It's a brand new outer.
Yeah.
So I rebuilt all of this before I put the outer on. When I got down to here, the quarters aren't always exactly like original.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to make this piece because say I was off by 1/8 of an inch here, then this one, the quarter wouldn't fit. So I left the bottom chunk. And if I had been up on the hoist, I would have had the quarter hanging and stood up, but I went, okay, by the time I get this thing ready, it'll be up there. And then it's easy, I can stand up in here, I can see what I'm doing, and I could do it quickly. But working here, head in and out, even for welding. Normally I'd have my head down here under the hoist, and I could see what I'm doing. I could use a long blade and I could cut everything and make it fit really nice. But because I'm working out here and trying to get my helmet up in here, and if I lay under there, I can't reach up. It's too freaking awkward. And if I was just on the freaking hoist, this would be a piece of cake. So I don't have the hoist. So anyhow, I gotta quit my sniveling and do my freaking job. But I could have done a better, quicker job if it was on the freaking hoist. So now I'm gonna try to weld this mother in.
Okay, Blair, what's shaking here? What's going on this morning?
What are you doing?
I'm gonna go look for my keys, so skid steer, so we can get the cab over. Somehow yesterday after we unloaded, whatever we did, I lost the keys. So
Okay, imagine that.
imagine that. Okay, what's happening here? I see some butchery going on.
Not butchery.
Yep,
Okay, so I'm doing section by section.
Yep.
I'm gonna do up to here, and then I've got to finish off this freaking corner while this is on.
yep,
It's safe, so I don't have to do what I did on yesterday, sticking my head up inside the fender well.
yes.
Trying to finish it once the quarter's on. And then once I've got this lip finished, I'm gonna cut a big chunk out so I can finish the trunk floor. There's 2 repairs in there. I'm hoping today that the interior welding is all finished on this. The metal's done on the hood,
Yep.
the doors, the floors.
Right, I mean,
Off this corner.
yeah, I mean, the hood's looking good.
On the quarter, we're gonna do bodywork.
Yep.
And this can go along really quick, but we need suspension, we need
Yes.
other end. So that might be critical. You're doing your brake line still?
Yes, I still gotta finish that first thing, so anyway, why don't we set this up? And I mean, the brake line isn't that important, people know my brakes are gone.
Well, we need the hoist to bring in
Yep,
the 65?
64. In the meantime, we'll just put this here and you can have that, or I'll go get my brake line done. Get to work,
Oh, yes.
get to work. Okay.
Okay. So, vent it up. from a few super builders about how it's kind of freaking ugly. And it's not stock, but it's solid. The rust has been placed. And if I'm doing a multi-$100,000 car, I'll make a correct panel, buy a correct panel. But what I've done here for a realistic job, anybody can do this at home. It's not that difficult. We've achieved what we need. We have a new lip. It's all solid. No one's gonna see this. The quarter panel fits over it. It's 100%. Again, if you're going for a few $100,000 car, you would do it a little more, use more finesse. But this absolutely works, and there's nothing wrong with this, except it's not the prettiest. But you're never gonna see that. I expect to hear some comments. Okay, so now I'm gonna make a mark. I'm gonna measure. I've got to cut this off. That means I'm gonna lose my benchmark, where I don't know where I'm going with this part. So I'm gonna measure it to a point back here, and then when I cut it out, at least I know what direction I'm headed in. 11 and a half. Last place I have a reference, 8 1/4. Yep, that's 8 1/4. Definitely different ways of doing this. Okay. Nice. Yeah, okay. Okay, look at that. That's why I took my measurements, so I can get rid of all this. I'll cut out some more, and then I can repair the inner without the quarter panel on the car. It's way easier from out here. It'll be a nicer job as well. So that's what I'm up to now. Holy. I gotta take a big chunk out, because I gotta be able to get in there. Okay, the new quarter will have this bottom lip, so I only got to deal with here to here. So to make this simple, okay, I'm going to make a piece from here to here. It's easy. It's got a break up here. This line should carry on down to here. So I'm going to break a piece with a 90 on it, and I'm going to do my roll down to here. And then it's a simple piece out here. Once that's done, then we'll go fill in the blanks back there. Yeah, you can buy this panel. It's about half the cost of buying a whole freaking quarter. We'd have to wait. I got 6 jobs piled up in front of me. I don't want to wait to get apart. So far, what do I got in this? I think I got about 2.5, 3 hours. I'll be into this for 4.5 hours, 5. But it's done. And then I can cut this out and fix the trunk floor. And it'll be putting a quarter on this tomorrow. Which almost finishes up the metalwork on this one. Yeah, that's right. Now we can mud it. Okay, I'll take some more out just because. There. So I'm going to go up to about here. So I'm going to try this. Yeah, or something. You know, I should have done this one first. Then I could put the brake wherever I want it. Anyhow, I didn't. See how that looks. Okay, I'm gonna cut off a bunch of excess. Okay. Oh, forget that. I was going to try to do the next roll out. Too time consuming right now. Okay. We're close. I've got a bit of a gap in here, so I'm going to tap that down, flatten it out, something like this. Right on. I love this stuff. Okay. Okay, so now I'm gonna do some shrinks on this edge to curl this side down. Doesn't need much, but a little. And then I'm gonna trim the back edge. I'm gonna shrink or stretch it. We're gonna split hairs. lip. So now I'm going to replace the inside up in here, and then I'll slide a piece at the end. When I replace this inner, it's got a brake on it, and it'll slide up in behind and come out there. Then I'm going to take this off, fix the inner drop off the trunk floor, a couple of small spots in the trunk. That did not go as I intended. The rust is gone. It's all right. I could take a lot of time and make it look a lot better. Not a big gain unless someone's paying me to make a 100% original car. Just where do you want to spend your money? Spend another $1,000 inside this inner dicking around, or make it solid and good? New quarter goes on over top. It's up to the client. Mike seemed all right with it. So that's it for now. How's it feel?
Just dandy.
Okay. We're going right in on the hood.
Oh, that's where we're going.
Yeah.
You want to flip it over, Andy? Or?
The floor post, you know, around the side. And
Oh, okay.
No,
Let's
two
just
posts.
get
No,
rid
I
of
want it like this.
10,000 cars.
It needs repairs.
Get some issues.
How's your end? Is it heavy? Okay.
Just don't know where to go.
Take that.
There.
Okay, right there. Let's see if we can get her set down.
Just
Cool.
like that.
So it has a repair here and down the side. A few minor cracks right by Carl's hand there.
Yeah.
See those, Carl?
Right here?
Yeah. Other than that,
Not bad, eh?
no, really nice actually.
Shit.
It's been a little bit. Some of the factory welds we could grind a bit.
And make them prettier.
Look at all down that.
Holy.
Yeah, isn't
Look at
that
this.
something?
Holy.
I know you look at it from factory style. And they frown upon you making your own chassis when they're 10 times better when they come from the factory.
Exactly.
So he did a beautiful job, man. It's like freaking white.
Yeah, he does nice work. That's my neighbor.
Oh yeah? All right.
Right next door, yeah.
Yeah.
He used to do
cool.
my gas pumps.
Oh,
Bring all the big parts over to him.
Perfect. Good,
Yeah.
good neighborhood.
Yeah.
So, and some of these walls are a little thin on the top.
Yeah.
You might have to replace some of those, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's where the mounts go in. Usually they're rotted, jagged hole.
Yeah, so this is
So
better
it's
than
left.
most.
Too cool.
All right.
The other side's good?
At least he's got his boxed in frame for convertible now.
Yeah, that's right.
Proper frame, so. Jeez.
And you know, it is off a Buick. It's supposed to fit.
But it's an A-body, they're
It's
exact
very
same car.
freaking funny. I mean, it'd be a pain if you did it.
GMA body, both the same. Right?
So,
Yeah, look at the wells in this thing.
yeah.
Like, holy.
All factory. Great.
I mean, because you look at some of the stuff then too, the welds are so cold, it's not even fused in here.
Yeah. Right here, Blair.
Pumps on there?
Yeah, it's like there's nothing here. That one's all welded up. This one ain't.
Okay, well, we can add a weld there.
Yeah.
So he wants it for tomorrow morning?
He wants to paint it today.
What?
Well, we didn't realize we had issues, right?
Right.
So we had the option, mask that off,
Yeah.
paint it anyhow. So
Right.
it's painted. I mean, I gotta get painted so I can get that body on it and bolt it down so that I can do my gaps.
Right.
And
See, that's the
why-
same thing that's with the Super Beam,
Yeah.
I told Dustin, I can't do the body where you put the doors on until
No.
you do have it down on the tires.
That's right, or at least a cart that holds it.
Yeah, I can't do it that way, hanging on a rotisserie.
Do we have one? I made up a cart with that B body.
No, I,
It's for
well,
here,
I'm just
so-
I'll do a roughing on the body and then prime it,
Okay.
then they can put all the suspension on it.
Yeah, okay. All right, well, thanks, guys.
No problem, sir.
For lunch.
Yeah, it's a pretty good frame. But this is where they normally go. Normally there's nothing left, so he's probably gonna cut a little piece out of here and then fix the underneath. Well, you wouldn't even have to, but still.
Oh, and over here, supposedly there was cracks in one of the.
Crack in one of the, let's have a look. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Still, all in all, this is a pretty amazing frame for something that's just about 60 years old. Nothing we cannot fix. How much damage? Oh, whatever. Couldn't do it in a day with a grinder. He always does. That's why we hire him. Yeah. Grab something, take this, I'll grab the rest. Probably got enough for 4 frames for $400.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta go eat something. I have a can of salmon that was crying out for mayonnaise and dill pickles, which are in my truck. Ooh.
Get it just cut. It's still like a spear shot.
Yeah. Yeah, he's cut slots his finger too. Right?
Yeah. Some needs.
I see you could use to get the PDM to fill like a high solids. What's that with $800? You can get 2 frames for $400. It's pretty good. Right?
That's good.
Just enough. So I mixed a 700 and a 500.